So I just spent an hour looking for my headphones, which I seem to have lost, so I can't put them in and listen to it on silent. So what I'm going to do is listen to it and try to react to the video without the terrible sound that I had. So this is the moment that Trump gets shot.
CatLoveDreamingPeach.com.
And look what happened to our country. Said, take a look at what happened.
Okay. He said, take a look at what happened. Pop, pop, pop. He goes down. He looks at his hand. He goes down.
And look what happened to
showing
our
it again.
country.
Supposedly right there, he turns his head.
And you know, that's
And
a
at
little
that
bit
exact
old,
moment, there's a
shot.
shot.
A couple of months old, and if you want to really see something,
And pow.
take a look at what happened.
He looks at his hand. He drops down. The Secret Service guy's right there. Two more jump on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Some of this wasn't able to be heard. They're yelling to each other. I feel like the crowd is just standing up. You hear the scream of the man being shot. Hold on, hold on. When you're ready. Move, up, move. Up, go. Hawkeye's here. Move, move. Better get ready. Better get ready. Shooters down. This is the part. Shooters down? So they know that a shooter's down. How do they already know that there's only one shooter? I feel like this is literally in the middle of it happening and they've already like solved the case. They know it's just one shooter. You didn't even know the guy was there, but now you know there's only one guy. How does that make sense? Okay, hold on. Let me get my shoes. Hold on, your head is bloody. Sir, we got to move to the car. Let me get my shoes. And then he's a photo op. Wait, wait, wait. Fight, fight, fight. He mouths. His head up high where a shooter could find it. And then as he moves out, his arm. To me, it looks like a Heil Hitler. The exact way that he put his arm. Okay, why did he put his arm up like that? I don't know. He's pumping again. And then they take him out. But like Dinner Pancakes was saying, if this was real Secret Service, they would have grabbed him and yanked him out. There would have been none of this BS. And then they do, choo-choo, the locomotion, choo-choo train. I don't know. Is that the way you're supposed to do it? Okay, and then the crowd is just totally shocked. They don't know what's happening, it seems. And then panning out, there's guys angrily gesturing at the camera or whatever in that direction. Is that even the direction that the bullet supposedly came from? I don't know. I don't understand what they're gesturing angrily at. Who are they gesturing at? And I feel that it's bizarre. Like, they didn't have a plan. You're telling me that they had no plan? If something went wrong, they didn't already have an exact plan in place. You didn't know where the car was going to be. You didn't know who was going to get to Trump. You didn't know how they were going to get Trump out of there, where they were going to go. They didn't do a trial run. They didn't have a fire drill. They didn't have a practice. They didn't have a plan in place for this man's safety. They were scrambling.
Don't miss out.
Go again.
Follow One India.
So he's pointing. He goes down. And, you know, as people have pointed out, there's a lady in the crowd who's filming. And as I have pointed out, where are any other angles? Why is this one angle from this one camera the only angle that's being shown repeatedly again and again? There's people behind him filming. Weren't there people filming beforehand? Isn't there another camera angle? I thought I saw another camera angle and then it cut out right at that moment, but I have not been able to find that video again. I find it bizarre how the people are just standing around and they're looking. If you thought shots fired rang out, bullets. Would you just be going like this to be a target? I don't know about that. We all respond differently in the face of an emergency. 911, I got to work, everybody was frantic and was like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I was like, I'm leaving. I'm not waiting for your permission. I'm not waiting for you to decide. I'm leaving. I got my shit and I left and I went home immediately. I was like, I am not waiting around for people to tell me what the fuck to do. I'm out. Of course, it wasn't like live in the moment like this. I feel like if this had been happening, I would have been out. I would have been like, I'm the fuck out of here. Again, who knows? There's Trump. There's what the and I'm just like, I don't get it. I personally don't believe that man is brave, not for 1 second. I believe that I don't know. People have said Putin has done faked assassin attempts and they're buddy and the whole thing is just so bizarre. How come there was nobody on that roof? It was literally right there in the line of sight. How come these people are untrained? How come, as Pascal said, that Senator Josh Hawley said, these aren't even Secret Service agents. They're not even trained. How come they were the ones doing this? How come that roof that literally people could see from the ground was not secured? How come that roof that had a clean line of sight right to the president was not secured? And how come the people on the roofs that they were on couldn't see that guy on the roof? How come they couldn't see that there was an unsecured roof there? How did that ladder get there? How did he get his gun there? How did he know where to go? How did he know nobody was going to see him? How come all the people who did supposedly see him didn't do anything about it except mention that, hey, look, there's a weird guy? How come there wasn't better crowd control? How come the police and the Secret Service didn't have any apparent plan other than posing for this photo op pic in front of the flag? Here we go, a third time. Again, the last picture I showed was like an up close, and I couldn't tell, was it a shadow or was his ear actually ripped? Now just taking a second to zoom in. Is that the shadow of his hair? Is it his actual ear ripped apart? What do you think?
And look what happened to our country. Said, take a look what happened. Said, take a look what happened. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something, take a look what happened.
It just goes like that. It just doesn't seem like the impact of a bullet. But I don't know. I mean, what they're saying. What are you doing? What are we doing? You don't have a fucking clue. You don't know what you're doing. And nobody's screaming, get down, get down. Nobody's screaming, duck. Nobody's screaming, gun. Nobody's screaming, fire, shots. Okay, when you're ready, on you, move up, move, go. Like I said, this is like an SNL thing. There was a photo of Trump in that pile, and Dinner Pancakes pointed out, if there's a photo of him in the pile, then the gun could have seen him in the pile. He was not safe. Again, it makes no sense to me that they knew there was only one shooter when just 2 minutes ago they didn't even know there was a shooter. So how do you go from, I didn't even know there was a shooter, even though there he was on the freaking roof, right where you could see him. But we didn't know he was there, but now that we know he's there, we know he was the only one. Magically. And he's down. So now we know you're safe. And you can pop your head up, and you can pump your fist, and you can stand there with your entire chest exposed, your neck exposed, doing a little sound bite, okay, with your head completely higher than the supposed people protecting you. Slow roll, they're going out, oh, I gotta stop again, and pump that fist. Come on, come on. There's a supposed shooter. Let's get you out of here. You'll get to talk for almost 2 hours without stop a few days later. Okay, and then this little locomotion move, I don't know, maybe that's the way they're supposed to do, you know, put your hands on the shoulders of the guy in front of you. Chook, 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 chook. That just seems so insane to me. And there's the photo. The lady messing with her glasses. She's messing with her fucking glasses. She's supposed to be saving this man's life, but she's caring about her glasses, okay? And there's Trump. You can see the ear. And there's a little closer picture. So I don't know. Could be the shadow of his hair, or it could be his ears actually ripped. What do you think, guys? I know that there's every different type of opinion, between he's an angel protected by God to this was staged and this was a frickin', this was a political theater.
And look what happened to our
exactly
country.
what he's doing.
Take a look what happened.
Making people believe that he's some kind of messiah.
Take a look what happened. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something, take a look what happened.
Moving his hair. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move.
Go. Up. Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here. Move with his hair.
Bear, get ready. Bear, get ready.
Are you ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we got to move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
The only plan they seemed to have was getting that photo op and letting him take full minutes to get his shoes back on to get the perfect photo op, I guess, so he could have his lifts on and look taller. You know, maybe he didn't want everybody to see how small he really is and have him look tiny. I don't know. It's terrible, though. A man lost his life, and I believe other people were injured, and that is horrific. And whatever actually happened, if it was just massive levels of incompetence or something much more nefarious than that, I don't know. But the way that his fans have clamored around him now is actually quite terrifying, and the lack of sense and the lack of other angles of video, etc., is very confusing to me. And I like to sleuth all the way to the far left of the screen. Red hat, sunglasses, black phone, man filming. He would have had the exact moment caught on film because he was filming right there. Perfect shot.
And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something, take a look what happened.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? Let's move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
Keep putting in that work. Keep putting in that work. You know why? We're almost there. We're almost there.
We the people are sick of this shit. We the people are tired of the lies. We the people want answers. We the
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
His ear does look like it got cut there, you know, ripped. That does look like a ripped ear. Well, that's the wrap of that. And I think it's absolutely a tragedy. And if it was planned for a photo op and political power, that is, of course, further criminal activity. And if it was just this perfectly weird coincidence, I just feel like when there's so many coincidences lined up so perfectly, that is not really a coincidence, you know, and there's just too many questions. There's too many questions. Like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? Why would he do this? Why is it so ambiguous? Why is he such the absolute perfect character for this? You could have almost scripted it if you wanted to. Even his name is like, it sounds fake, which I'm not saying that there's not people with those kind of names. I'm just like, everything about this feels weird and off and fake and wrong, and you know, like, what's going on? Would parents sacrifice their ill child in some way who's mentally ill for money? Like, you know, there's the MK Ultra mind stuff. There's, you know, what if there was just a group of kids undercover pretending to be his friend and they were like, we're in on it together, we're going to do something great and powerful? What if he really was just a lone gunman who had everything magically lined up for him? He just happened to know that the Secret Service wasn't going to be trained, and he just also happened to know that Secret Service wasn't going to be on that particular roof, and he also just happened to know that even though there were cops in that building, somehow they magically wouldn't see him? I don't know. And at the same time, that none of the cops or the Secret Service or the security or anybody whatsoever would be responsive to a crowd of people yelling and shouting out and pointing out something suspicious, which supposedly they'd already spotted him an hour or more before. Supposedly they'd seen that he had a viewfinder thingy, which is meant for looking long range to aim.
Probably 20 million.
None of it makes sense. None of it adds up unless unless
And you know, that's a little bit old,
there's a
that
lot
chart. That
bigger
chart's a couple of
web
months
of
old.
people
And if you
who
want to
were
really see
planning,
something that said, take a
not
look what
planning
happened.
on how to be safe and how to protect against potential threats and how to get out of there the safest, quickest, most professional way that's been being done since Reagan got shot in the 80s. But now here we are in 2024, and they're so incompetent that they just had this perfect trail of incompetence that lined up with these perfect coincidences. So this guy was able to weave himself into all these perfect coincidences so that he was a millimeter away from assassinating Trump, who's now soaring with political power and love because of it. It's all sus and stinky, in my opinion.
And look what happened to our country. Said, take a look what happened. Said, take a look what happened. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look what happened.
Moving his spear. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spare. Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody. So we gotta move to the bus. Move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
Take it back to 2016. What happened there was a gun in the
By the
audience,
way,
no
folks,
shots
while we're
fired.
at it, great.
6 seconds he's made contact. Secret Service got him out of there. 12 seconds he's out. Then notice the crowd. 16 seconds and they're already starting to move out. Get out of there. What a completely different scenario than what we saw the other day. Let's watch it again and let's listen to what he says when he comes back out.
By the way, folks, while we're at it, great.
Right there, he seems to notice something's up. Depending on where you count, 5 seconds, boom, they got him. 2 of them. They're rushing him out. They're not waiting for shit. 10 seconds, he's off stage. He's out the room. The crowd starts piling out, pouring out. What's going on? They don't care. They want out. Then we see the guy is tackled on the ground. And I guess they're neutralizing the threat. And they know that it's a threat. They got cops, Secret Service doing their jobs. Okay, so I guess they decide it's all good. Look, everybody's recording. Also very different. There was a lot more people recording. There were some people recording the other day. Here he comes back out. I guess he's feeling better, and listen to what he
Nobody said it was
says.
going to be easy for us, but we will never be stopped. Never, ever be stopped. I want to thank the Secret Service. These guys are fantastic. They don't get enough credit. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something to say, take a look what happened.
By the time she's saying, "What are you doing?" the other Secret Service had him out of there. He should have been off the stage and in the car already. And the crowd should have been piling out of there. This is insane to me. He took almost 2 minutes to go from the stage to his vehicle. What are they doing? There's a photograph of him right here. And here's a photograph, as Gene Shira and or Dinner Pancakes pointed out from TikTok. If the cameraman can see him, so could any gunman, and he could have been dead right there. But yet he's fucking around for his shoes. Unlike in 2016, when 10 seconds in, he was out of there.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're clear.
Let's move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we gotta move to the car. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, let's shoot down. Let's shoot.
Watch out.
Wait. Folks, while we're at it, great.
Right there, he seems to notice something's up. Depending on where you count, 5 seconds, boom, they got him. 2 of them. They're rushing him out. They're not waiting for shit. 10 seconds, he's off stage. Almost 2 minutes to get him out of there versus 10 seconds from 2016. And notice the crowd is just standing there looking around like deers in the headlight. Again, unlike the other crowd that was immediately piling out. And then, yes, there were some people who stayed. The crowd did remain. But there was also a huge amount of people recording. Unlike here, there's just a handful. It's very, very different circumstances, which opens a lot of questions to me.
Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we gotta move to the car. Let me get my shoes. So we gotta move to the car.
Let's shoot.
Watch out.
Let's shoot down. Let's shoot.
Watch out.
Well, I know putting a video out like this is you know, asking for trolls to comment, but I'm not happy about either side or any of this. What do you think?
CatLoveDreamingPeach.com